young Kelly Hood.
Oh.
She told me to say that. We are blessed to have such a talent on our stage, on our Signal stage. I'm just so proud of her, and I love her so much, and I want to introduce her before she introduces a very young, attractive man. Yes. I don't know where he's got to.
I don't know.
Now, young lady, over to you.
I'll have to read it from a notebook, I'm afraid. I'm not so accomplished as the thespian Audrey. So I'd like to thank Minister Simon Harris for taking time to open Cows in the Hood and a few others that slipped in under the wire. I'm really genuinely touched. I have a few people to thank as well because, you know, this wouldn't happen without them. So I just want to say a big thank you to my husband Patrick. I know he's long suffering, but he knows I'm a mad cow. And my wee little boy Jake, and for those who know me, I started off painting in black and white, and when he came into my life things changed a lot and it's all colour now, so that's thanks to him. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for coming up from Dingle to support me, and I'd like to thank my aunt and uncle who came over from Wales, and my extended family that are here tonight. I'd like to personally thank the Signal Arts Centre for hosting this wonderful show, the management, the director, the board, and of course the staff artists who've been incredible and they work so hard. I'd also like to thank Louise Fleming from the local enterprise office, who is so amazing and supportive to my business. Emma McKernan from McKernan Accountants, who's helping me, you know, streamline things. Network Ireland for awarding me Creative Businesswoman in Wicklow of the Year. I'd like to thank John McCann, Jonathan Higgins, Dave Condren, our local post office, for dishing out loads of flyers for me. Sandra Thompson, who is the head pastry chef in Avoca, and she's made some beautiful cupcakes. And I'd like to thank Boudin from Coca-Cola, who is sponsoring our beautiful Glendalough Botanicals. So thank you, Glendalough. And I'd like to thank Claire McCormick for her beautiful canapes, and Anne Shaw from Jigsaw, who's helping me streamline my processes. I'd like to thank Trinity College Dublin as well, who I've started a postgraduate cultural programme with them, and it's been amazing. And I'd like to thank Brian and the late Therese Whelan for all the support they've given me for my business. And I'd like to thank Audrey, my long-suffering colleague. I'd like to thank Miriam, Esther and Max too for all their support. And really, if I've forgotten anybody, all my long-suffering friends, thank you. Luby, Dylan St. Paul, you know who you are. All my friends from Kilcool, and Rose from Limerick, thanks for coming up. And everybody, thank you. And Joe from K2 Alpacas, Karen Jansen, lifestyle photographer of the year. So thank you all so much, and it couldn't have happened without all my wonderful, wonderful friends and all the support I've been given. And I know I have a touch of mad cow disease, but I hope you enjoy the show. It's been a pleasure creating this body of work, and I love challenging the assumption of the selfie culture, and I love our beautiful landscape, our beautiful natural world, and I hope that this comes through in my art, and I hope that you will enjoy it, because I just want to give you a statistic that our attention spans have gone from 10.5 seconds to 3.5 due to TikTok and social media. So we all need to get out more into cultural spaces like Signal to take time to chill and enjoy the artworks and just, you know, have a bit of self-care and a bit of mindfulness, and the rest, as they say, is history. So up Wicklow!
Thanks so much, Kelly. Well, based on what you said about attention spans, I'm going to be briefer than I was. You're probably already stuck. But look, I'm really delighted and honoured to be here this evening. And I think the first thing I want to say is what an incredible space we have here in Bray, and we have here in County Wicklow with the Signals Arts Centre. designated space to promote culture, to promote artists, and I really like in their mission to promote the full value of artists and to operate in such an inclusive way. So thank you to Signal for being such an incredible resource in our community. Of course, we're here tonight to really appreciate and enjoy and acknowledge the incredible art and the work of the exhibition. But of course, exhibitions and art only happen when you have incredible artists. And I really tonight, on behalf of our community, wanted to be here to pay tribute to our friend Kelly for all that she has achieved. We are so happy to have adopted you in Kilcoole and in County Wicklow, and we now claim you as one of our own, and I know so many of your neighbours and friends here do tonight. But just in looking through your list of achievements already, I mean, we're talking about the Irish Enterprise Awards Best Animal Wall Art Retailer 2023, the Lux Life Best Animal Portrait 2023, the AIB Network Ireland Creative Professional Business Woman of the Year 2023, the Animal Artist of the Year Corporate Livewire Global Awards 2023. We are really standing in the midst of an official award. I want to congratulate you publicly. I want to thank you for all that you do and for all that you have achieved. And it's great to have your parents here this evening, because I know from listening to you in the media and looking back on your YouTube video recently, I know how much your interest in animals and all of this was sparked from your Granny May's farm and your childhood and all of that time here. And I suppose you've come full circle to be here with your daughter tonight as we celebrate and officially open this Cows in the Hood exhibition as well. What I really like about you, though, is the message that you put out, and it's a message that I put out as Minister for Further and Higher Education, that life is about following your passion. I think so many of us in life sometimes try to fit neatly into little boxes, and I was in 80 secondary schools in the course of the last 12 months, and every single time I go into a school I say the same thing. I say, when you leave school, please do not put down a college course that you want to do because your granny thinks it's a good idea, got to be good to her, or that your brother did it before you, or that you read somewhere that it's going to lead to a really good job. Ask yourself what difference you want to make in the world. Ask yourself what makes you tick. Look into your soul, look into your heart, and decide what makes it easier to drag yourself out of bed on a wet and dreary Friday morning. And if you do that, you will not go wrong in life. And I know for you, because I heard you say it, I know so much following your dreams, following your passion, this was something you always knew you wanted to do. And I know you kept at it and have gotten to this point this evening. And the second thing I really liked about you and liked in what you said was a quote that I read from you, where you said, "I'm a contemporary realist painter with a constant need to paint the things in life that go unnoticed and which are often the most interesting and the most beautiful. I believe that if we took the time to look more closely at things, we would truly have our eyes opened to the beauty in even the most mundane." I'm not sure if you've ever had anyone quote you back, stand so close to you, but
That sounds really good.
but to me, I think you really hit the nail on the head. I mean, we are living through extraordinary times, and no one needs a recent history lesson, but we've come through a global pandemic. We've lived in a country where, you know, we had to work out what was within 2 kilometres of our house, what was in 5 kilometres of our house. They were dreadfully difficult times, and we pulled together as a people. But I think one of the lasting legacies, I hope, from that time is a greater appreciation of what we might have thought was mundane before. Yeah. I certainly know, as I go about my walks and rambles around my hometown and around this county, there is that appreciation of things that perhaps we took for granted before. And when I look at this exhibition and I look at all the beautiful cows and the bovine staring out at us, and I think the goat and the pig and the sheep that creeped into the exhibition as well, I also see in the background of those new selfies, I see so many things that we pass in County Wicklow in our daily lives. I see the people in the dry robes in Greystones, and I see Kilruddery, and I see the bandstand in Bray. So many things that perhaps we have taken for granted. And I think this exhibition is a real reminder of those things that perhaps we see as everyday, perhaps we see as mundane, and perhaps challenges us to again appreciate their beauty, appreciate their brilliance, and appreciate their importance. I think this exhibition also, though, touches on another really important theme. We live in a time of technology, and that ain't going anywhere. So we can bemoan it, we can give out about it, we can lie awake at night wondering what's artificial intelligence going to do, but it's not going anywhere. It is here. And I think that idea of trying to explore that selfie culture, because I hear from so many parents, and indeed as a parent myself, I worry about this, that everyone goes around with their phone in their hand, and instead of enjoying the appreciation of what they see, they take a selfie. Yeah. The amount of people I meet now as I go about my work, and sometimes don't say hello and they just take the selfie, you know what I mean? This idea that we've stopped even talking to each other. Yeah. But this exhibition, I think, combines the beauty of the natural world, the beauty of our environment, with the reality of that selfie culture that ain't going anywhere, and that we need to, I think, see how we can embrace the two, technology and the natural environment as well. So Kelly, we're all delighted to be here this evening to say thank you to you, to say thank you for adding happiness and beauty through your work to our lives. Thank you for doing your art in such an environmentally sustainable way. Thank you for making your own acrylic paints and doing it in a way that is non-toxic and non-harmful. Thank you for being amongst us in County Wicklow. Thank you for being a proud resident of Kilcool, and thank you for your contribution to art in Ireland and art in our community. On behalf of everybody here, I want to wish you all the very best for the exhibition. Very
So everybody have a Glendalough gin on me. So thank you so much, and please enjoy the show, and thank you all so much for your support, and thank you, Simon, for your lovely, lovely speech, and just please enjoy the collection and have some fun tonight. Thank you.